All right, we can graph lines using the slope-intercept formula. So we can be given any formula and we just practice rewriting things into the slope-intercept form. So first you rewrite the equation into the slope-intercept form, and then we have this. And from that, what do we get? Well, we get our slope and we get our intercept. Well, first we find the intercept and we plot it. So our 0b, whatever it is, we find it and we plot it. Something on the y-axis there. Then we use a slope to get additional points using a rise run method. So basically you start with your slope and you move up so many and then right so many, or you move down so many and right so many, or down and left. All depends on what your rise and your run is. But you do your rise over run and you get a point. And then you can do your rise over run and get another point. And 3 points is ideal to get a line. Although in most online software such as Mom, my math lab, or whatever, you only need 2 points to draw the line. And then what I suggest is do that third point to see if it's really still falls in line. Maybe you would put in the first one correct, but then the second one you accidentally put up here. And so then when you go back and you start over again, you say, okay, up two, right two, I'm already off, and the up two, right two, I'm off again. Then you'll know that this line is really not the correct line. And so the key is to do 3 points, start with your initial intercept, and then just do your rise over run twice. And then that last one is going to be kind of your check to see if you've drawn your line correctly or not. All right, so what do we have here? Well, this one's already in slope-intercept form. So we have a slope is equal to 6 over 5, and our intercept is 0, -5. All right, so 0, -5 we have here. And we're going to go up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you notice here, one problem is a lot of times they don't always give you enough room to do the double check. So you just have to know you've done it right the first time, because if we go up 6 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go 1, 2, 3, then we're off the chart. And here we can't go down 6 and go left 5. And so we're going to have to settle with that. And so what we have now is we have a line that looks something like that. Again, not perfect, just hand drawn in here. But when you do on software, you'll just click a point and then it'll let you click the other point. And then as long as you click the correct points, you'll be in the right spot. All right, what about here? Well, we need to solve for y, so let's add 9 to both sides. So it gives us a -3y equals -5x plus 9. Now we divide by -3. And so that gives us y equals negative divided by negative is positive, so we get a 5/3 x. And then 9 divided by 3 is 3, but it's a negative. And so our slope is equal to 5 over 3, and our intercept is 0, -3. All right, so 0, -3. Sounds good. Oop. 0, -3. And now we're going to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this one, it looks like we maybe can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can go left 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we have, and see, we have a nice perfect line there. And so now we can't draw a perfect line though. Now we can see that that is going to be what our line looks like. And our 3 points do look like they line up. My drawing, not quite so good, but that's okay. All right, so that's the second one. How about the next one? All right, so again, it looks like we're going to have to distribute, which is not a problem. So y minus 3 equals -1/7 x. Now it's going to be a positive, and that's going to give us 2/7. Now we're going to add 3 to both sides. So y equals -1 over 7x. Now here we have to get a common denominator, so we have to multiply by 7 over 7. So that's 21, 22, 23. And so this is not going to be very nice. So this is going to be plus, and that's going to be 23 over 7. Okay, so These, when they have like this, it's kind of a gamble as far as where we're going to pick that 23 divided by 7 spot, so that's going to be 3 point, around 3. So this is roughly 3.3. And 1/7 is going to go up and right from there. So our slope is a negative 1/7. Our intercept is 0, and we'll call it 3.3. Again, it's like 3 point, let me see, divided out here. Uh, 3.2857 rounds up to about 3.3. And again, we're not going to get much closer on here. We're going to just kind of put it somewhere. And so 0, 3.3, well, who knows where that is? Maybe there, who knows? Now we're going to go down 1 this time. So we're going to go down 1, and then we'll go right 7. So then we'll go all the way to 7. And so it's somewhere about there, if it'll let me write it. And we could also go up 1, so it'd be here, and left 7. And so that'd be about right there. All right. And again, if we look at those, they all look in a line, and well, that's not going to hit anything. Anyway, pretty close. But that's going to be our line. And again, that value there, that 3.3, that's just a guesstimate as where it is. So, that's as good as we can do. Hopefully on the ones online, they'll all be kind of nice like the previous ones where they're actually at a whole number and we don't have to worry about those fractions. All right, what about this? Well, here we have the y, we have a number, and we have an x. So let's get rid of the 6 and the x. And so when we do that, we get 6y equals negative 3x plus 6, divide by 6, divide by 6, divide by 6. So y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So we're back to a nice whole number again. And so our slope is negative 1/2, so it's going to go down and to the right. And our intercept is 0, 1. All right, so there we go. Now it's going to go down 1, right 2. And then we also could go, up 1, left 2. So up 1, left 2. We could do that. And again, we see that that looks like it's in a nice line. And so we're not even going to, nah, we're not finishing that one. That was so crooked. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Something like that. Here we go. And so that's going to be our line. So let's pause there and we'll come back for more.